Welcome everyone that is on DERIV Traders, and in our today's video we'll actually be exploring that is a new version robot which is actually fully auto analysis, even though you can still do your own analysis just to help the robot that is have good winning rate. So the robot will actually be under free bot. So currently I haven't availed the robot, but it will be available that is on DERIV Traders free bots in the next few hours. So for this specific video, I want to explain and give the details regarding the strategy on how you are actually supposed to use these robot. How do you go about it? Let's dive into it. So first of all, let me just upload this bot on DERIV Traders. So the moment this robot will be available on DERIV Traders, you just need to click that bot and it will automatically load that is on that is a bot builder. Then you can be able to do the configuration on how I'm actually going to show you. So in the meantime, since it's not on DERIV Traders, I have it that is in my PC, and I'll actually make it available. I just need to upload it. So just load it on my DERIV account, then just click that is open. Yeah. So the robot is actually it's actually a massive robot, so you need to be very patient. Just in case you click the robot and it's taking some time to actually respond, just give it a few seconds and the robot will be loaded into your DERIV account. The robot has so many blocks, yeah, so that just to help you become a profitable trader. So this robot is an over and under robot. The robot can trade either over or under. Yeah. So for example, you can actually set this robot to trade, for example, over 1, over 0, over 1, over 2, over 3, with a recovery of probably over 3, over 4, over 5, over 6, depending on how you want it to work. You can also, at the same time, you can also set this robot to actually trade that is under. For example, it is under 8, under 7, under 6, under 5, yeah, with a recovery of, the moment you make a loss, you can make a recovery with you can switch to a different digit. For example, it is under 5 or even under 4, yeah. So the robot, another advantage with this robot, it applies what you call the split Martingale. Yeah. So there's an intelligent robot. So you really don't have to set all those parameters because the robot itself is an intelligent robot. It has the capacity to actually use what you call the split Martingale to do a recovery. So I'll demonstrate the functionalities of this robot before now we can venture into details on how you are supposed to carry out market analysis. For example, if you want to trade over, that is on volatility 101S. For example, if I want to trade, for example, over that is over 0. So you can actually see on this part we have prediction before loss. This is the first your prediction digit, then prediction after loss. Like you want this robot to recover using which digit? Then this is where you set up your stake, your target profit, and your stop loss. For example, if for example my prediction before loss, if I want to trade over 0, I'll just set up there I'll just need to have 0 there. Then prediction after loss, I can do a recovery with that is digit 4, that is over 4. That means we are actually trading over 0 with a recovery of over 4. I can do, for example, if I have this is where you set up the stake. Assuming I just want to change the stake and set it to something like $3, I can target like $10. I haven't done any market analysis, so I just want to demonstrate the functionalities of this robot and how it works. Yeah, every time make sure you reset. That is, you reset here before you take your trades. So this means the robot is trading over. So you'll actually be trading over 0 and recovering with over 4. So just click run. Yeah. Okay, just a minute. Just click run and you'll actually see this prompt. Just click OK. So this is actually an auto analysis robot. If you go to the journal part, you'll actually be able to see how the robot is actually taking the trades. So if you check here, I just stopped it. That is abruptly. So you can actually see over 0 is 100% and that is no under 0. Yeah. So that's why this robot has executed this specific trade. Yeah, and you can actually see this trade resulted in a win. Yeah, you can actually see it here. Then you also have these other contract here where over 0 market was 90% and under 0 market was under market was actually, there is no under 0 market. Yeah. So the robot executed, it's actually an auto analysis robot. Yeah. So just in case you want to trade something over 2, over 1 with a recovery of over 4, you just set up that is one there, then just click run. Okay, but you need to have done, you can actually do your own analysis. So the robot, when you are actually trading over two, the robot over one, the robot will execute your trades the moment this market hits, that is 80% on this part. You can actually see the market currently is at 60%. Yeah. So when this market hits 80%, that's the time this robot will actually start executing the trade. It's an over under auto analysis robot. So currently the market is still at 70. No trades, no trade has been executed. That's why market has fluctuated to around like, okay, 75. You can actually see that when the market has hit 80%, the robot has started now executing the trades. Yeah. Yeah, so it's actually that simple. You can actually see the market is still at 80. So the moment we make a loss, the robot will switch to over 4. Over 4 market should be, that is 50% and above. So as long as the market is above 50%, the robot will continue executing the trades. The robot has amazing performance. So in case you want to trade like something like over 2, you just need to set up 2 there. Then on these other parts, you can set up your recovery. For example, if I want to recover with that is over 4, so just click run. So that means if you have already analyzed, you can actually see no trade executed because the market hasn't hit. When you are actually trading something over 2, this robot will execute the trades when the market hits 70%. So everything is already set up. So you just need to set your target profit, the target profit, stop loss. Yeah, set up your stake and your prediction digits. Then the robot will actually do the rest. You can actually see the current market is around 55%. So when this market hits 70, this robot will automatically, when over 2 market hits 70%, this robot will actually automatically execute your trades. Yeah. So, but I'll actually show you on how you can actually be able to analyze market for this robot, so that the moment you click run, this robot will actually not take this wrong before start executing your trade. So you can actually give the robot, like right now the market is around 60, 55. It has actually fluctuated. So 65, anytime the trade will be executed, exactly, you can actually see here the market has hit that is 70%. And you can actually see the trades have been, the robot has started executing, that is the trades. Yeah. So it's actually an amazing robot with very good performance. Yeah. So it's an auto analysis, but there is a way you can actually be able to do analysis, so that the robot, the moment you just start it, like it will just start executing the trades. I'll actually show you on how you do that. In case you want to trade something like over 3 with a recovery of over 4, you just need to set up like that on that part, then just run your bot. So in this case, when the market hits, that is 60%, the robot will start executing the trades. For example, right now you can actually see the robot has started executing, that is the trades. Very simple, yeah. So I'll actually share the strategies on how you need to analyze market specifically for these robot. You can actually see the performance. When it comes to Martingale, we are using what you can just check. Okay, let me just show you something. You can see we lost $3. Our next tick was 3.75. The next tick was 8.44. So you can actually see that this robot is actually not using like for, you can actually see we lost 3 here, we lost 3.75. Like you can actually see we didn't apply a double factor Martingale here. So this is what you call a split Martingale. But I'll actually show you a good demonstration on how a split Martingale works. So so you can actually see that is how you set up, for example, to trade over 3. You can also trade over 4 with a recovery over 5. So you set up 4 there. Recovery, for example, you can set up over 5, or you can set up to trade over that is over 5 here, over 5 like that, and then recover with over 4. Like you can trade, the robot can be trading over 5, then recover with over 4. So instead of ile ingine ina switch mbele, so this one inaweza kuwa ina switch nyuma, like yeah, the market behind. Yeah, the robot switches back to a less risky market, yeah. So it's actually very simple. Yeah, on how you it's actually very simple to actually analyze the market specifically for this robot. I'll actually do a video on how you can actually be able to, you'll actually be in a position to actually analyze market specifically for this robot. Yeah, because there is no much. Yeah. Okay. So what if you want to trade something like under? So let me switch to under. Let me switch to under. When it comes to trading under, this robot will start trading from under 8. So you just need to set up under 8 there. If you want to recover with something like under 5, just set up 5 there. Then, assuming you have done your analysis, so I said you can do the analysis so that you can actually do the analysis so that you can actually have better results, better trading results. Yeah, you can actually see we lost those 2 trades. You can actually see instant recovery. So you can actually do that is market analysis so that you can actually the robot will actually give you the best results. Yeah. So let me just pause here. You can actually see the robot performance. It's actually doing amazing job. Yeah. So I'll also be doing a video trading on a live account. So because there's actually a long form video, I have to give so many details. That's why I decided to do it on the demo. But I'll also do some other videos while trading on a live account. Although those videos will be short and will not have that much explanation, because on this video I have given you all the strategies needed. So in case you want to trade under 7, just click 7 there. You can do a recovery of under 5. Then this robot will actually start executing the trades the moment this market hits 70%. So just go to the journal part. You can actually see, so this robot now will start executing the trades. Yeah. So anytime when this market hits that is 70%, the robot will automatically start executing that is the trades. Very simple. Yeah. And if you check here, you can actually see the robot is executing the trades. Yeah. So in case you want to trade something like under 6, how do you do it? How do you do it? Yeah. How do you do it in case you want to trade something like under 6? It's actually very simple. So let me just pause here, reset, then click here. You come and set up 6 there. For example, if it's under 6 with a recovery of under 5, like that, then just click run. So the robot will make an entry. Yeah, when the moment under 6 market, that is under 6 market, hits 60%. When under 6 market hits 60%, the robot will automatically start executing the contract. You can actually see the market has already hit 60% and the robot is executing the contract. Yeah. Okay, so let me just pause there. Yeah. You can actually see Econa results, very good performance. Like, okay, let me now demonstrate on how the split Martingale works. For example, assuming I'm trading over and I have set up here this robot to trade over 2 with a recovery, or even let me say over 1 with a recovery of something over 3. So this robot here will actually apply what you call a split Martingale, because the moment we recover with over 3, the robot will not have a full recovery. Instead of applying a big Martingale which will actually blow your account, you can actually use what you call the split Martingale. Let me first of all demonstrate, then I can give an explanation on how the split Martingale works. So I want this robot to lose a trade. So the robot hasn't started, okay, it has already executed the first contract. Yeah. So I want to show you how the split Martingale works. So I'll wait until we hit on a loss, then you can see how the robot under the split Martingale that is recovers. Yeah, you can actually see we have lost our first trade, exactly our second trade. Now let's see the recovery. Exactly. Just wait for the next trade and see. Exactly. Next trade. I want to see how much they stake. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. This is enough to actually give a brief explanation on how the split Martingale works. You can actually see in this trade we lost how much? We lost $3. Then the next trade we lost, that is $3.75. Then in our next trade we did a stake of that is 8.44, and we recovered 4.71. Then in our next trade, the robot now switches back from, you can actually see here, we are actually trading that is over 1 with a recovery of over 3. Over 1 with a recovery of over 3. So this is what this robot did. Yeah. So our first stake was 3, we lost. Second stake was 3.75, we lost. Now in our next trade, you can actually see we did a stake of 8.44, and we won this trade, which was 4.71. In our next trade, we actually staked the same amount, but now switched from a high risk market, which is over 3, and switched back to over 2. And you can actually see now we did a stake of 8.44, which we won, that is 1.56. Yeah, because we want to recover all these, we want to recover 6.75 because we lost 3 and 3.75. So that is 6.75. Yeah. In this trade, we recovered, that is 4.71. Our second stake, we staked, that is $8.44, but we recovered 1.158 because there's actually now we have switched back to over 2 over 1. Then in our next trade we still staked the same amount, which was 8.44. Yeah, then we recovered 1.5. Now because we have fully recovered from our losses, the robot now has switched back the stake. Yeah, so we are not now applying a stake of $8.44. We have switched to a stake of 3.00, that is US dollars. That is how the split Martingale works, because instead of multiplying that stake, we have actually split that Martingale between these three trades. Yeah. Okay, so assuming you are trading something like over 2 and recovering with over 3, let's see how the split Martingale works. So first of all, the robot will start executing the contracts when the market hits 70%, because over 2 market is a 70-30 chance market. So let's see, when over 2 market, you can actually see over 2 market is actually 45%. Yeah. So when this market hits 70%, that's when this robot will actually start executing the trades. Currently at 65 exactly. We have hit 70 and the robot has started executing contracts. Yeah. So you can actually see, okay, let me see. Okay, we have hit a loss exactly. We have made a win. Let's see our next stake. You can actually see our next stake was 3.75. Let's see the next stake here. Exactly. I think now I can also be able to give an explanation here. You can actually see in this case we lost $3. Yeah. Then in our next trade we staked 3.75 and recovered 2. So we still had a deficit of around that is $1. So in our next trade we switched from that is over 3, we switched back to over 2, that is from over 3. So right now, at this point, the robot wasn't actually trading that is over 3. The robot is actually trading over 2. So we have switched to a less risky market, but retained the stake. Then after we have, because here we recovered 2, here we recovered 2.1, that is around 3.3. Yeah, so we have managed to recover the $3 we lost. So the next thing we did, we also, now after making the full recovery, we have switched back the stake. So it's actually that simple. That is what you call the split Martingale. Yeah, the same thing will actually happen when you are actually trading over under. So just click under here, assuming I'm trading something under 7, recovering with something under 6. Yeah. So in this case, because under 6 cannot give us a full recovery unless we apply a high Martingale. Yeah, so that means we can also be able to apply a split Martingale. In this case, just click run and you'll actually see the split Martingale in action. So the robot will start when the market hits, that is over market, under market hits 70%. You actually see the robot is executing the contracts. So let's wait until we hit on a loss. Let's wait until we hit on a loss so that I can actually be in a position to actually explain about the split Martingale. So that's our first loss. So we are waiting for the recovery. Let's see, which is recovered. Yeah, you can actually see. I think that's enough. So you can actually see we hit on a loss on this specific trade. In our next trade, we staked 3.75, recovered 2. In our next trade, we still staked the same amount, 3.75, but in this case, now we won 1.3. Yeah. So what is actually happening? So in this case, our stake is $3. Our second stake is 3.75. Our third stake is 3.75. So here we switched to under 6. You can actually see we switched to under 6 in this case. Then after we made a win here, the robot switched from under 6 to under 7. Then we still retain the same stake. Yeah, so that's why you can actually see like the payout was a bit less. The payout was a bit smaller. Then you can actually see our stake was 3.75, just the same as here. Then after we fully recovered the $3 we lost, because we recovered 2, we also recovered 1.3. That's a total of 3.3 USD. Yeah, so because we have recovered the $3 we lost, the robot has switched back to the original stake, which was a stake of $3. That's what we call the split Martingale. Very simple. Now, let's go to the market analysis. How do you analyze markets specifically for this robot? Yeah. So let's now go to the other part. I'll actually split the screen so that I can have two browsers, one of which this side we can set up the robot. On this other side, we can actually do the market analysis. So just go to the DERIV traders. So when you are actually trading over and unders and you are switching between markets, the most important market is the most important market to actually analyze is the recovery market. Yeah, because we want anytime we hit on a loss, we can instantly recover from those losses. So just click over and under there. Then on this part, we can set up that is 100, that is 150, 150 like that. So I can just refresh here. So in case you see like it's behaving like that, you can just refresh. You can just need to refresh. So let me go to over and under. To refresh, you just need to click this button. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so right there, it's fine now. So just go to over and unders like that. Then on this part, go to that is the ticks. Yeah, it's fine now. So now, how do we analyze the markets? How do we analyze the market? For example, assuming I want to trade something over two, I want to trade something over two. With a recovery of something like over 4. How do you go about it? So this is how you go about it. So the first thing we check, let's see over 2 markets. So just click there and you can actually see over market is around 66%. Over two markets is a 70-30 chance market. 30-70 chance market. So if you happen to land this bot in this market, the robot will actually not start because the robot will start executing the contracts when this market hits 70%. So we need to have a market that over two is above 70%. So let's start from over 10 1s and see which market is above 70%. That's less than 70. Okay, it's at 70 currently, but let's see if we can be able to get a higher market. But if we don't get any, we can just go to that specific volatility. So 68. Okay, let's go to, I think it was 25 1s. Yeah, 25 1s, 10. Okay, let's just use 10 1s. You can actually see it's around 70%. Yeah. So over two market is okay. Now let's switch to the recovery market. Recovery market. So we are trading over four market. Over four market is a 50. Is actually a 50-50, that is chance market. Over four market is a 50-50 chance market. So the market should be at that is when you're trading over four, the market should be at equilibrium. You can actually see in this case the market is around 48, so we are less 2%. Yeah, 50-50 chance market, so it should be around 50% and above. This market should be over two market should be 50% and above. If you click over two here, you can actually see we are at 71. Then if you click over 4, you can actually see the markets around, that is 47%. So if this market you find it, this market is above 50%, the over 4 market, the next thing that you do, we need to check what you call, that is the candles. We need to check the candle. We need to confirm the candles, yeah. And every time before you set up your bot, make sure, before you do your analysis, make sure you have already loaded your bot. For example, in this case, I want to trade over then I want to trade something over 2 and with a recovery of over 4 like that. Can do a stick of 3. The rest of the details are okay. So over 2 market is actually gaining. So let's go to this side. You can just go to the charts and set that is volatility. That is 10 1s like that. Then here we can actually set up you can actually set up something like 3 minutes or even 2 minutes. Yeah. So these over two market, the over two market, the market, because we are trading over, the market should be on an upward momentum, but you can actually see the market is on a fall momentum. That's why you see this percentage is actually going down instead of increasing. Yeah. So because of this market is actually on a fall. Yeah. Like right now, the market now is going on a rise. Yeah. It's on an upward momentum. And that's why this percentage is actually gaining. So this means it is this we are safe. We can actually run our bot. So just click run OK here, then trade responsibly, just run. So the robot will actually get the entries for you. So let's go to the journal part, and you can actually see the robot is journaling our trades. Since we are trading over two market is actually that is a fifth over two market is a 30-50 chance, a 30 that is a 70-30 chance market. Yeah, it's a 70-30 chance market. So the robot will only start executing the trades when we hit that is when the market hits that is 70%. When the market hits 70%, I can just stop the robot. Yeah. So it's actually that simple, very simple. Just go to the performance of the robot. Yeah. you can actually see how the robot is actually performing. Yeah. So you just need to make sure this market is on a rise momentum. The market should be on a rise momentum. So on this other side, you can actually see, like in this case, the moment I clicked learn the bot, the robot started executing the mark. That is the robot started executing the contracts immediately. You know why? It's because I selected the best market for this robot. Because the robot, when you are actually trading something over two, the robot will start executing the contracts when the market hits 70%. So if you give the robot a market which is above 70%, it will not actually hesitate. It will actually not delay to start executing the trades. Then you also need to stay on these charts and make sure the market is on. Since we are trading over, the market should be on a rise. Yeah, make sure the market is rising so that the moment you lose a trade, you can instantly be in a position to actually make a recovery. You can actually see here. Yeah. Then so your main focus should be on the recovery. Your main focus should be on the recovery. The recovery market should be, we said, should be, that is our four market should be 50% and above. You can actually see you are actually trading when it's actually less than 50%. Yeah, very simple. So what if you are trading something like you are trading something like over one like that, recovering with over four, just the same. When you click here, over two market is a 50. Over one market is actually an 80-20 chance. 80 is actually an 80-20 chance market, yeah, because the chance of winning and over one market is 80%, chance of losing is 20. So the robot will start executing the contracts when the market hits that is 80%. So what do? You can set up one there, then four there, then just click over like that. Then the next thing we do, since the market is okay, you can just go on this other side and confirm the market is on a rise. Yeah, that is on these on that is on the candles. The market should be on rise. Currently, the market is on a fall, so that means if you happen to lose a trade, it will actually give you nightmares to make a recovery. But okay, I'm just running this for demonstration, but it should be on a rise. It should be on a rise. If you go to the journal part, you can actually see the robot started executing the trade immediately. To rerun the bot because the market was already that is on over. Yeah, very simple. Yeah. Okay, so let me demonstrate something else. In case you are using you want to trade using what you call the split Martingale, for example, you want to trade over one with a recovery of over 3, unakuja unaweka 3 hapo. So what do? Unakuja hapa kwa analysis tool yetu, just go to this part and click 3. So first of all, over 1, there should be 80% and above, which is okay. Then just go to 3. Over 3 market is a 70. Over 3 market is actually because we are trading over 3, how many digits? So this is actually a 60-40 chance market. That means this market is safe for over 3 as long as on this other side the market is on a rise. Then the moment you have configured everything and done the setup, you just need to run your bot. Then you can go to the journal part and confirm what is actually happening. You can actually see the robot is actually generating our trades, and you can see over 3 market has actually hit that is a 60%, currently at 70, and the robot is currently executing that is the trades. The robot is actually executing the trades. Very simple. Very, 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 very simple. Yeah, you can actually see the performance. Yeah. So if you don't trade, I'm actually sharing this information for free. It's just upon you now to go and backtest, and if everything is working out, you can just get on a switch to a real account and get to make the dollars. This is actually how you do it. Actually, these are very perfect. These are perfect in market because you can actually see over 3, it's above 60. If you go to over 1, it's above 80. It's 80% and above. You go to this part, you can actually see over market. You can actually see the candlestick is on a rise. That's why you see, like, even if we hit on a loss here, we hit a loss, instant recovery, loss, that is win, then loss, instant recovery. It's very simple. Now, I have already explained on how you do it, how you analyze the market for over. Now, how do you analyze the under market? Now, this is what you do. For example, if I start with under 8, with a recovery of something like under 6. Under 6, this is where we'll actually have the split Martingale, since under 6 cannot actually give us the full recovery. So what do you do? So the first thing you do, unakuja hapa tunaanza na recovery. So this market, first of all, under 8 market. Under 8 market should be 80% and above. under 8 market should be 80% and above. You can actually see 8 under it's 80% and above. That will actually help us to not hit, so that digit 8 and 9 will not give us that much losses. Then we have now go to under 6. Just click under 6, and under 6 market is a 60-40 chance market. So the under 6 market should be, that is 60% and above. You can actually see this one is 50% and above. So you need to get a market that is above 60%. You can actually see this one. The under 6 market is 63%. Let's see, under 8 market should be above 80. You can actually see it's above, it's 76%. So that means we need to go further. This is around 82. Let's go to under 6 market and see it's around 56. Yeah. So you should mainly focus on under market, under 6 market. The recovery market is the most important market. Yeah. So this one is around 62. Let's see the under 8 market, it's around 78. Okay, this one is way more better. But this is how it should be. The under 6 market should be 60% and above. Then under 8 market should be 80% and above. Then after you have spotted that volatility, you just need to come and do the setup. For example, 75 plus 1S. Then just click under. This is 8, 4. Since we are trading under 8 with the recovery of under 4. Currently, under 8 market has actually fluctuated, but let's see under 6 market. Okay, it's better compared to the other volatilities, because the other volatilities are even less than, hey, too bad. It's getting worse. Okay, let's see if we can get a better one. I think this one is better. Okay, let's use this one for a 10 1S. So set up 1S, then here set up under. Everything is as supposed to be. Just go here, it's around 80. Now let's see for a 10 1S. The candlestick should be on a fall. You can actually see this candlestick is on a rise. Yeah. So you should only trade when the candlestick is on a fall. Trade only when the candlestick is on a fall. So when the candlestick starts falling, what do? This candlestick is actually retesting, but make sure when you are trading, the candlestick is on a fall. Like, if it's better, these are, you have to take several contracts before you hit your TP. Make sure like the candlestick is falling. Don't trade with the retest, because the candlestick will only retest for a certain period of time. Then it will actually start taking the direction, the initial direction it was actually taking. That will actually help you to not actually hit on so many losses. You can actually see we are currently, the robot is actually generating our trades. When the market hits 80%, it was around, the robot started executing the trades when the market hits 85%, and you can actually see how the robot is actually performing. Yeah, very, very simple. Just very, very simple. Very, very simple. Yeah. So all you need to do is just visit DERIV Traders. I'll actually share this robot there. So you can actually see loss, instant recovery, loss, instant recovery. Just see the split Martingale. We lost $3, stake 3.75, 3.75, 3.75, then we fully recovered. Yeah. Then, for example, assuming you are trading something like under 7 will recover with a split Martingale of, that is 2 split Martingale, and 8 will recover with the 3 split Martingale. This one, this means you need to analyze under 7 market and under 6 market. How do you analyze under 7 market? Just click here, under 7, like that. Under 7 market, these are 70 30 chance market. So this means this robot will start executing the trades when the market hits, that is 70%. Then let's see under 6 market, just click 6, and you can actually see it's around, that is 60%. Then go on the other side, the market should be on a fall, but in this case, the market is on a fall, but it's because of that simple retest. Yeah, let's go to the journal part, just run your bot. You can actually see the market is around, the under market is around 60. The under market is around 60, 65. Yeah. So the robot has already started executing, that is the contracts. The robot has started already executing the contracts. Very, very simple. Very simple. Yeah. So you can actually see the performance of this robot. You can actually see how it's actually doing. You lose and you instantly recover. You lose and instantly recover. Very simple. So all you need to do is just make sure this market is on a fall. Like right now, the candlestick is retesting. Yeah, but I don't advocate, if you have to trade with a retest, make sure you don't stay in the market for long, because the robot can take the normal direction, that is within no time. Just check, the performance is amazing, amazing, amazing. Losses and instant recovery. I say they'll always give you good stuff that will actually help you to make more money. So I have already explained on how to trade, how you can actually be able to trade over zero. When you are trading something over zero, I think I didn't explain on that. Just come and click zero here. Over zero market should be 90% and above. Over zero 90 should be 90% and above. In case you are trading with a recovery of over four market should be 50% and above. Like this market is best for over zero. You can actually trade over zero comfortably because this market is above 50%. Then make sure this market is on a rise, and automatically it's on a rise. All you need to do is just do a trade setup and run your bot. Very simple. Yeah, so when you are trading over four, the robot will not apply the split. It will actually not split the Martingale. That is, will not actually apply the split Martingale. But when you trade with a market that doesn't give you a full recovery, for example, over three or under six, the robot will actually apply what you call a split Martingale, and that will actually help you to actually make a good recovery and good winnings. So this robot, you call it the Airite, that is the Airite Hunter, the Airite Hunter AI auto analysis. So I just showed you the robot is auto analysis, but the moment you do, you can actually see, for example, if we just run this bot on any random volatility, for example, if I just run it on any random volatility, like yes, the robot is performing good, but the problem is the robot might take long to actually start execute. You can actually see no trade is being executed at the moment. But if I just select a good, you can actually see no trade has been executed. But if you do the analysis, the robot will actually start executing the trades instantly. You won't actually have to, you won't actually have to wait. Yeah, you won't have actually to wait. The robot is auto analysis. It will actually give you the results. But if you do the analysis, you won't have to wait. At the same time, you'll actually be in a position to actually improve your winning rate. So just make sure you use the Airite Hunter AI together with the Airite analysis tool. You can actually see this is what you call the Airite analysis tool. I have actually demonstrated. So first of all, you consider these bars and those percentages. After you have found the volatility, then go to that is just go to the charts. Just go to the charts and make sure if you are trading over, the candlestick is on a rise. In case you are trading under, the candlestick should be on a fall. It's actually that simple. So I'll actually make the robot available. That is on airtraders.co.ke. So just check out today evening. So the robot will actually be available. That is on this part. We also have this other robot we call that is even the Airite even odd. It's also an auto analysis robot. Yeah, with very, very good performance. I have also now introduced the over-under, that is auto analysis robot. We also have some other robots like this one. This one we call it, that is the Ultimate AI 2025. This robot has what you call an entry point prompt. So you really don't have to struggle waiting for a tick to touch a certain digit. For example, assuming you are trading something like over 2 here, yeah, and you just click, let me just reset here. I just want to show you this. Just click run. It will ask you, it will prompt you for an entry point. Entry point should be digit 0, 1, 2, the digit highest percentage. Assuming it was digit 2, then just click run. You can actually see the robot hasn't started executing the trades. When digit 2 is start, the robot will start executing the trades. Then after it has started executing the trades, the robot will learn now continuous. Yeah, very simple, very simple. So let me stop, let me use another entry point, for example, digit 1, which will actually probably start a bit more faster. You can actually see faster. Right now, no trade is actually being executed. Let me have, that is, you can actually see it has started now executing the trades. Now, this robot will now execute the trades continuous. It will execute the trades continuous because we have already made our first entry. So that is the advantage of this bot, because you don't have to stay on your circles and wait for the tick to actually touch a certain your entry point. Then you start running the bot. You run the bot. It will also help you like if you are that person who normally panic when you actually start executing your trade, like you can't get late, hawezi chelewa, that is to run your bot. That is the Ultimate Airite 2025, this one. Yeah, the Ultimate Airite 2025. Then we also have these other bots. We have it here, this one. We have this bot, we have this other bot called the Airite Havoc. This bot is actually best for that is this robot is actually best when you are trading markets like under 9 over 0, or even that is or even when you are trading the differs. For example, assuming I'm trading differs. When it comes to the differs, trade a digit that is around 10%. Trade a digit that is around 10%, so that at least you are safe. Don't trade those digits with the low percentage because DERIV already know what you wanna do. So for example, if I'm staking some like $10, I'm predicting digit one, I should just set here 2 ticks, then just run this robot. My entry point should be my prediction digit. So any moment digit one is touched, this robot will execute that single contract. Then after executing the first contract, the robot will go on a hold. Then it will wait for the next round. Digit one is touched. It will execute that contract now. Like right now, you can actually see it has go. The robot is on hold. We'll wait digit one to be touched again. Then to execute that specific contract. But make sure you have done your analysis. Yeah, like don't predict because right now I have predicted digit one. I haven't checked what is the percentage for digit one. But when it comes to checking percentages for certain digits, you just need to go to the errate analysis, and on errate analysis we have the circles. You can actually see we have the circles. For example, we on Vraten 1S, we can comfortably predict. We cannot predict digit one because it has that is a BRUBA. BRUBA, this BRUBA means this is the second most appearing digit. So just predict a digit that is around 9.5 to around 9.5 to 10.3 there or 10.2 there. Yeah. So in this case, I made a mistake because I'm predicting that is digit one, which is second most appearing digit. Yeah. So just predict. If you are predicting if you predict a digit that doesn't have a high percentage, there are very few chances you can hit even on a single loss. Yeah. So entry point should be your prediction digit. Just run it. So I have actually provided the most amazing resources. In case you are trading something like even on, you can actually see digit two has actually been touched. The robot has executed that trade, and you can actually see our exit spot is actually digit. That is digit one. Another trade has been executed. Yeah. So the robot is on hold. Digit two, when the digit two is actually touched again, the robot will execute that specific contract. Very simple. Okay, let me demonstrate another robot. For example, we have which other robot? We have this other robot we call the Airite Havoc. This is actually the best robot for trading even odd and rise and fall. Yeah, it has a very good timing. I haven't done any analysis. I'm just running it randomly, but the robot has amazing timing when it comes to trading even odd and rise and fall. Yeah, performing very well as long as you understand market analysis. You can just check out on my YouTube channel. I've actually done videos on how you analyze the market for even odd. Yeah, the only market that I haven't done is rise and fall, of which I'll make sure I do it very soon. So for these other robots, the Undisputed Githurai Punisher, the Market Terrors, and Auto Dream V1, I've already done videos on how to trade with this specific robot. You can check them out. That is on this YouTube channel, the Airite Traders YouTube channel. I've done Market Terror, how to trade using version 1, version 2, version 3, how you analyze the market, Auto Dream V1, V2, V3. I have also done for the Undisputed Githurai Punisher version 1, version 2, and version 3. It's actually that simple. Yeah. That's all I have for today, guys. In case you have any question, you can just leave it in the comment section, or you can reach out to me. That is in my DM. You can actually check the number that is my WhatsApp number is in the video description. In case you want to visit deritraders.co.ke, you can click the link in my video description. That's all I have for today, guys. Goodbye.